I'm in a hotel that I stayed in about 5 years ago, and I actually found the review I left for the hotel on TripAdvisor at the time. And I said in that review that I wouldn't stay here again. So when I pulled into the car park earlier, I was rather disappointed to see that I'd actually booked into this hotel again, and my heart rather sunk. That said, I'm pleased to report that this is much improved. This is the Royal Toby Hotel in Rochdale. Hi, it's Craig. Welcome back to Craig's Life and welcome to the Royal Toby Hotel near Rochdale. Today's the 28th of May 2024 and this hotel has cost me £90 for the night. I did say in the introduction that I wrote on my TripAdvisor the last time I stayed here that I wouldn't stay here again and that I found it rather disappointing. Some of the things that I said is that the hotel was all about the restaurants and the bar, and that the entrance to the hotel is actually just tucked away around the corner, but you've got the wonderful restaurant and the old building, which is where the bar and the main restaurant part is. They also have lots of weddings here as well. It almost seemed like the hotel was a bit of an afterthought. I found the welcome to be a little bit lukewarm, like it was the last time. Well, unpleasant, but I thought it could have been a little bit more warmer. Like, for example, I wasn't sure where to go once I'd checked in. It was just, hello, fill this in. No, are you eating with us? Here's your Wi-Fi code, blah, 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 blah. Nothing like that. Just didn't feel welcome. But as I've already said, I am pleased to report that the rooms are much improved, so have a look at this one and see what you think. As usual, here's the view we see as soon as we walk into the room. Immediately to the left here, we have got a wardrobe, inside of which is an iron and an ironing board, and just down here on the left, we've got a unit to put your suitcase in with a drawer underneath. And if we go into the main room, you can see this has got a double bed and a single bed. So I'm not sure how they would quite class this one, possibly as a family room. One of the comments I made about this room, this hotel when I stayed here before, that it wasn't an overly comfy mattress. I've sat on that. It is a little bit hard for my personal taste, but obviously I've not slept in it yet. But it certainly feels a lot better than it did the last time. We have no plug sockets on this side of the bed, but there is a plug socket just down on the far side between the two beds there by the telephone. And if we look to the left over in the corner there, we have a chair with the radiator and a reasonable size television with a dressing table area. We have a couple of towels here. Those are spare towels actually. There are towels actually in the bathroom as well. We've got a couple of bottles of water here as well, which is good because I didn't bring any. And here, of course, we've got the usual tea and coffee making facilities with a nice little pile of Biscoff biscuits there. Also, just underneath here, you've got, should you want it, your hairdryer. This table actually, though, although it matches the top, it does look like maybe it could sit maybe here with another chair, but it just feels like it's just pushed there. So it's almost like a little bit of an afterthought, but maybe there's not quite enough room for two chairs and a table there. Perhaps if this particular room didn't have this bed in here, then it may be that you would have a chair, that table and another chair in here. So that's probably just because of the size of the room and the fact that we've got extra beds in it. So here's a view the other way of the room. As you can see, it's not a bad sized room. So your view into the bathroom is fairly standard. We've got a nice modern basin and toilet there. We've got some toiletries here. We've got bars of soap and we've got a shower gel and a shampoo. I personally am more of a fan of the ones that may be fixed here that are refillable, because I don't believe you get quite as much waste as you do potentially with those. And here we've got a nice shower. It's a wand shower, it's not a rainfall shower, with a nice full length screen. And here we've got towels and the bath mat as well. So although this room actually looks like it's equipped for 3, there's actually only 2 of each towel, which is a little unusual. Maybe this is a twin room, or with a double bed and a single bed. Not quite too sure. Let's have a quick look at the view out of the window. Yeah, okay. My only concern is that I hope they're not going to be tipping glass into all of those bins at silly o'clock when I've got to be up early. So fingers crossed that doesn't happen. But other than that, no, it's not really a view. As I said in the introduction, this hotel really prides itself on the different places where you can eat. There is a restaurant on site, there is a pub here on site, and I know they do weddings here. So I'm going to put a few pictures up interspersing here of the various places where you can eat within this hotel. Now personally, I've not eaten here, but it has to be said, looks very nice. But as you actually pull in to the car park, you see the main building, which is where the pub is, and as I've already said, just to the left of that there's the entrance to the hotel. So it almost looks like it's food first, accommodation second. But as I've already said a couple of times already, I am pleased to see that some money has been spent here. It is a much improved looking room. I was disappointed last time because I thought it was very, very dated. And the fact that I gave this particular hotel a score of 3 out of 5 on TripAdvisor at the time perhaps might have been a bit generous. As it currently stands, there's not a huge amount around here, but as it currently stands, there's no real massive wow factor. The wow factor is about where you go and eat. The rooms, I am pleased to see that there's been improvement. And for someone who's coming into this hotel who's never stayed here before, will probably walk in and go, oh, this is rather nice. So for me, as far as the score is concerned and would I come here again, I did say I would never come here again. Well, here I am, and I didn't realise it was the same hotel. But that said, now that it's been improved, yes, I would stay here again. The score, well, I gave it a 3 on TripAdvisor last time. I don't think it's enough to push it to a 4. So I'm going to give this hotel a 3.5. I think it certainly deserves that. An absolute credit to the owners and the management of the Royal Toby Hotel here in Rochdale for making some much needed improvements to it. When I left my review on TripAdvisor, there was some feedback from the owners saying that they were taking these points on board, and I'm glad to see this is the end result. So there we go, the Royal Toby Hotel in Rochdale. Until the next time, I'll look forward to seeing you again right here on Craig's Life. Bye.